Hey guys, what's up? My name is Avexio and welcome back to a little bit of a different video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys a tutorial on Golden Hour by Lovejoy. Amazing song, by the way. I did a cover of it about a few days ago, and I got a few recommendations and comments asking if I could do a tutorial, so here it is. Basically, before we begin, tune down your guitar down to E flat standard tuning, which is just a semitone down from standard. And once you got that done, we can start right ahead. Your first chord is 12, 10, 12, 12. Pretty high on the fretboard, but pretty simple chord. You want to play all the notes in the chord. Just like that. And just so you know, tabs will be right here on the screen so you can see exactly what I'm playing. That is your first chord of the intro slash verse. Very simple. Honestly, most of the chords in this song are pretty simple. The strumming pattern is the only thing that you really have to learn. Your next chord is 0, 5, 4, 5, 0. And you're going to play it just like this. And what I'm doing is I'm plucking the low note in the chord, then the B string, then the D and the G string. And the tab will show it more clearly what I'm doing, but that is exactly what I'm playing. The next chord is 5, 0, 5, 5, 0. You're going to repeat the same thing, and this goes for all the next chords in the verse. You're going to play the low note in the chord, and then you're going to play B and D, G. And then your last chord is 0, 3, 2, 3, 0, which is almost the same as your 0, 5, 4, 5 chord. It's just a full tone down. And you're going to repeat the same low note, B, D, G, and that is your verse and your intro. Very simple. Now, one thing Wilbur does do is on the end of the intro, he plucks the 0, 3, 2, 3 chord. Just like that, what he does is he's plucking his A, his D, and his B string and muting them quickly. But here's the verse. Now, the intro does go longer than that, but I just wanted to show the plucking of your low chord down here, your 0, 3, 2, 3, 0 chord. But that is how simple the verse is in the song. Now, next up is the bridge. And this took me a little while to learn because the tab that I actually had was incorrect. It didn't have a bridge on it, so I kind of had to figure out the bridge myself. But this is how the bridge goes. What you're doing is you're playing through all the notes in your 12, 10, 12, 12 chord, but you're repeating the 10, 12, 12 afterwards. Pretty simple. Next up is where it kind of gets a little weird, but it is not too hard. You're going to play the chord normally like the verse, but afterwards you're going to pluck your B and then the low note in your chord. Just like that. And the tab will show it even more clearly. And you're going to do that with every chord. So play the low note in your chord, so the 5, 0, 5, 5, 0 chord, I would play the low E string, since that's where the lowest note of the chord is, and I would repeat the same pattern. And same goes for your 0, 3, 2, 3, 0 chord. And that is literally the bridge. That is your bridge. Basically, that's how it's played. Next up is the chorus, which is very, very simple to play. All it is an E minor, a G, an A, and an A minor 11, which you can play like this, which is, tab is 5, 5, 5, 5, 0, 0. As you can see, it's kind of hard to play like that. I personally play it like this. and I kind of bar it, but it's you can play it however you want. But the chorus is just. And then after that, you return back to the verse. Now, a little bit after, I believe it's 2 or 3 times of doing the verse, Wilbur plays one pluck of the 0, 3, 2, 3 chord, just like we did in the beginning of the intro. Just like that. Now, there is also another part when we get to the bridge, the second bridge. Basically, what happens is you return back to the chorus, you play the chorus, and you're playing the chorus, and later in the chorus it begins to turn into the outro. Now in the outro, you're going to start playing your verse chords as at chorus speed, basically. So it would be... All I'm doing is I'm just strumming out the chords that were played in the verse. So 12, 10, 12, 12. Then it's 0, 5, 4, 5, 0. Now I'm muting the E string when I'm playing these chords. But basically what you're doing is you're playing the verse chords, and that is your outro. That is literally the outro to the song. Now there's one last part. During the verse, later in the song, Wilbur ends it, and it's the part where Wilbur says, "It's worse when you can't pay." And what he does is he strums the 5-0-5-5-0 chord, and he just plucks it out like we did with the 0-3-2-3 chord. So he's just plucking it like this. It's worse when you can't pay. But yeah, that is basically everything of this song. It's not really that hard. It's pretty simple once you learn the picking pattern. Honestly, the song's awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and have a great day.